Hey y'all, it is Phalon back with another video, and this time we're going to be talking about the Nola Holmes lawsuit, which is kind of crazy. I did not know about this. According to Christy, mentioned it in a comment she left on an earlier video about the whole Nola Holmes as a dumpster fire video, which y'all can check out above. But yeah, we're going to be going over this article, and this comes from Showbiz Cheat Sheet. This was posted today. Apparently, Netflix is facing a lawsuit. And the lawsuit was put out on June. We're going to go over everything this article has to say. But first, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video. With the new standards YouTube is doing, it's going to make it very difficult for small YouTubers like me to get views, to get likes, to really get out there. So please subscribe. Hit that bell so you can be notified for all my future videos. So, apparently, Henry Cavill is tackling the iconic literary sleuth Sherlock Holmes in Netflix's new movie, Nola Holmes. But the actor's version of the character isn't sitting well with Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's estate. Earlier this summer, the estate filed a lawsuit claiming the film's version of Sherlock violates copyright laws. Whoopsie. Yeah, a lot of us know what that's like, being smacked in the face with a copyright strike. Nola Holmes is based on a young adult book series. Netflix's Nola Holmes is an adaptation of Nancy Springer's young adult book series of the same name. It borrows characters from Doyle's classics, including Sherlock, played by Henry Cavill, and Mycroft Holmes, played by Sam Haffen. But it is centered around its own original character, Enola Holmes, who is played by Millie Bobby Brown. Enola is introduced as Sherlock and Mycroft's young teen sister. While her brothers were off solving mysteries, Enola was raised and educated by her mother, Lady Doria Holmes, played by Helena Bonham Carter. The teen proves to be just as good a sleuth as her sibling, and she cleverly conquers the chauvinistic ideals of her time. Okay, this is where I have an issue, and I have said it in previous videos. While I have no problem with the whole genius thing, but it doesn't make a lot of sense to be as good as the greatest detective of all time, especially being a teenager. Where did she even get the skills to become as good, if not better? That's what I would like to know. And I'm completely ignoring the whole chauvinistic thing. I'm not surprised that they're saying that. They always say it, but it's understandable with the time Sherlock Holmes was written. In an interview with Book Yurt, Springer noted that she's been a huge fan of Doyle's Sherlock Holmes series, but always felt it lacked a strong female presence. While Doyle was a very good writer, he was also quite a misogynist, the author. Again, I say, look at the time he came from. Occasionally, and with difficulty, he represents women positively, but much more often he has Holmes dismiss them as hopelessly vapid, hysterical, and illogical, she added. I exploited with glee Sherlock's complete ignorance of the feminine sphere of Victorian society. So, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's estate is filing a lawsuit against Enola Holmes creator based on Sherlock's emotional state. The Sherlock Holmes mysteries are by far Doyle's most notable works, but the author's estate only has rights for his last 10 works. This is because in 2014, a judge ruled that any Sherlock Holmes novels published before 1923 were considered public domain. But the Conan Doyle estate is now suing Enola Holmes creators for copyright infringement. The lawsuit claims that the film's version of Sherlock Holmes shows emotion, which is similar to the characteristics he displays in Doyle's later works, still bound by copyright law. The complaint was filed with the New Mexico federal court in June 2020. Targets Springer, director Harry Bradbeer, Netflix, Legendary Pictures, and Penguin Random House, among others. Oh, so this is not just Netflix, it's everybody. Everyone associated with this project. So I'm guessing that, with that said, that they didn't even approach the Doyle estate about this entire thing, which is kind of like, that's really stupid. They should have discussed it with them to make sure everything was good, that there weren't going to be any lawsuits thrown in their face. This isn't the first time Doyle's estate has taken aim at Sherlock Holmes project. In 2015, they sued Miramax over the Ian McKellen film Mr. Holmes and eventually settled. The estate has been otherwise supportive of many Doyle adaptations, including Benedict Cumberbatch's Sherlock and Will Ferrell's Holmes and Watson. On their website, the estate notes that they only issued 2 lawsuits in 40 years, and that they hope to foster projects like Nola Holmes as long as they follow proper copyright guidelines. Okay, so they're not just going after all these people because they feel like it. They're going after them for very specific reasons, i.e. how they are showing Sherlock Holmes in this production, how he was shown supposedly in the books. Conan Doyle estate, trendsetter and influencer, we're talking hats, of course. At Mail Online, find out more here. The estate believes every writer's original authorship should be respected. And if 10 copyright short stories by one of the world's most original authors can be copied without consequence, no writer's work is safe, the website reads. While we welcome and support brilliant creative projects like the Nola Holmes, mutual respect for copyright is foundational for fostering creativity. The estate looks forward to 2023 when all absurd authors' works will be in the public domain, but until then believes his work should be used only with permission so that creativity of all writers is respected. Okay, I honestly believe that Netflix should have made sure everything was good before they even jumped into this. The writers of Enola Holmes should have made sure everything was good before they got into this. I can understand where they're coming from. It's like, if you can copyright anything without any kind of repercussions, then things kind of... So, I am totally siding with the Conan Doyle estate, 100%. But I would love to hear from y'all. What do y'all think about this? Do you think the estate is out of line? Or do you agree that they have no problem with there being books and movies and all this other stuff, as long as there is respect to the copyright? I'd love to hear from y'all down below, and I will catch y'all on the flip side.